Andre Drummond, and it's Jackson in at the shooting guard. And for the Wizards, they've got Jordan Poole. Saddiq Bey is out there with Song. Then it's Coulibaly, and it's Carrington in a two-guard. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Giannis, no good. Now, here's Poole. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, this is a staple of Jordan Poole's game, folks. This is why he is a volume three-point shooter.
Giannis inside. He's defended by Bey. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Sarr's shot is off. And the Bucks with possession. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
The shot's good from Bey.
Going up strong through the contact. Bey getting it done.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Giannis has got 6 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pass to Coulibaly. Clock at 6. Here's Carrington to the inside. There's Bey. Misses in close.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Jackson down low. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Bey. Poole, the pass to Bey. Poole against Drummond. There's the triple. Poole, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Giannis outside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
George is checked in for Bey. Milwaukee also making some changes. Trent's checked in for Jackson. And Porter subbed in for Johnson.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. But take a look at the Knicks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know for the Bucks, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
Sarr with it, defended by Drummond. Back to Koulibaly. Outside, George. And the rejection by Giannis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Giannis has got 11.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now, here is George, still without a basket. Off the run, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Now, here's Porter. From downtown, drains the three-pointer.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Wizards trail by 9. Here's Kispert. Boy, he just disappeared against Atlanta. They really needed him. Pass to George. Now, Koulibaly. 6 on the shot clock. Davis, that's for 2. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. In the third spot, the Bucks.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
The Wizards making a switch here. Dave's checked in. Kispert setting the pick for Bay. Just 5 to shoot. Koulibaly finds George. From deep three-point land, Andre Drummond grabs the miss. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
And it's Connaughton missing. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. To the paint. Nice ball movement by Washington. The Wizards with another miss. Bucks leading by 9. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Kispert wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for the Bucks, they've got Pat Connaughton. Andre Drummond is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Porter at the guard position. Wizards trail by 11. And here's Bay. And Davis now top of the key. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Now, here's Kispert. Not a lot of room. And it's Davis missing. Bucks leading by 10. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Diaz is checked in for the Wizards.
Looking for the craziest fans. Let's hear ya. Let's give it up one more time for your Wizards dancer. It's time to...
George passes to Davis. Here's Diaz. Outside, Davis. 5 on the clock. Releases from 15. That misses off the backboard. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Kispert. Following the basket by Giannis. Bay with a screen on Porter. Now, here's Kispert. Guarded by Porter. It's Myynbaa to Antetokounmpo. A pull-up. Jumps up, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Andre Drummond has attacked the glass offensively as long as he's been in the league. Boy, those second chance points come quickly to this guy.
Here's Diaz. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Kispert. They need this. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Wizards trail by 16. Davis looking for an opening. Bay with it. Defended by Drummond. Pass to Diaz. And he banks in the layup.
And tough to miss his man that time. Bay really seeing the whole floor.
Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Bay. Back to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Kispert kicks to Bay. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Coulibaly up top. He's defended by Connaughton. And Coulibaly gets it to go.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8", with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Here's Coulibaly. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. 1:37 left now here in the second. Bucks leading by 15. Porter finds Giannis. Pass to Trent. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. The shake. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Carrington. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta. The Wizards working the ball around now. Pass to Bay. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Thursday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat.
And for that game against the Nuggets, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The defender getting a little over anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring ability.
Kevin Porter Jr. 2 shots.
And Porter drops them both. Wizards trail by 17. To the left wing. Bay against Kuzma. Bay kicks to Poole. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
2 things there that make that possible for Jordan Poole: focus and body control.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Poole against Porter. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so it's Milwaukee finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active hands on the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello, everybody. The news is in. Players of the Week have been named. Let's see who's hot. The Eastern Conference winner, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, certainly deserves all the accolades. When you look at everything he's about, he remains one of the most unique players in NBA history.
If you could build an NBA player from scratch, he just may be the prototype. Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
You aren't going to find as many superstars that give as much effort as Giannis. This guy's unbelievable. And when you pair that with his size and his skill, he's a generational talent.
His effort reminds me of an old teammate of yours, Chet, the Dream. And that concludes halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. Sarr out there with Bay. Then it's Coulibaly. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the 2. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Porter dishes to Drummond. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And the Bucks miss again.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Pass to Poole. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Porter kicks to Drummond. Trent with it. Now Porter, 5 points in the game.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Poole with it, uncovered. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28, and Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
Bucks leading by 14. Porter inside, guarded by Poole. Kuzma passes to Porter. Back to Kuzma. Shoots over Bay. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
How about the aggressiveness by Bay, taking the contact and able to score through it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Now here's Porter. 7 points in the game. Pass to Connaughton. The kick out to Porter. Kuzma outside. Shoots over Poole. Another miss by Kuzma.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Bay against Connaughton. Now here's Bay. He's covered closely. Yep, that one goes.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Porter. Kuzma outside. Under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And that time, also a missed shot.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Porter. There's the drive, and finished off by Porter.
And the game of basketball is one of runs, and right now this one's definitely not over.
Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Carrington. Poole, a screen on Trent. Here's Carrington. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porter with it. Now defended by Sarr. Kuzma with the screen for Porter to the middle. And stolen by Bay. Now, here's Poole. He's got 8. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
Second team.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
First free throw is good.
There's never been a question about whether Jordan Poole can fill it up in a hurry. This guy has got as versatile an offensive skill set as you can want.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Davis is checked in for Jordan Poole.
Wizards Hype Squad.
Goes up off the inbound and finished off by Davis.
And he gets a lot of praise for his jumper, but Davis can also play above the rim.
Back to Giannis. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Trent. Inside. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Holmes. Koulibaly with it. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Diaz is checked in for Washington.
Number 48, Diaz.
4 on the clock. Launches a 3. Porter pulls it in.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Wizards basketball.
And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. George looking over the floor. Outside for Davis. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Holmes, good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
We got to close this quarter out, and it's big. We got to stretch this game.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Porter in at the point guard. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor. Big-time defensive block.
George from deep three-point land. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Back to Porter. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Porter's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bucks. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Davis against Trent. Now here is Davis. Defense is right there. Holmes can't get it to go in.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Nice move. Giannis dunks it down.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Davis against Trent. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Wizards making a switch here. Vukcevic is checked in.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Davis.
And he's so good at just fending off contact. Davis embracing and then converting in tight coverage.
George with the steal. Pushing it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
He's off on the first. And the Wizards making a change here. Poole's checked in. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Trent. Here's the 3. And that one is off. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 7-point differential over Porter, and Poole gets it to go.
Yeah, a problem from the mid-range. Jordan Poole understands how to shake free and get to that spot.
Takes a step back. Giannis kicks to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Davis. From deep, Trent. The rebound by Diaz.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Now, here's Kispert. Guarded by Kuzma. Pass to Diaz. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch what Brian Keefe told his team during that break. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. The kick out to Porter. Drummond with a screen on Poole. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Against contact. Giannis Antetokounmpo forces it through.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Pass to Sarr. Here's Carrington. Defended by Trent. Down low. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Bay against Antetokounmpo. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got 35. Wizards trail by 7. And here is Poole. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, they needed that one, and Jordan Poole steps up in a big way.
Here's Giannis. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Traps in the tray.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
Poole up top, guarded by Porter. Releases. Bay wide open, and he fires. Hits it from three-point range.
What a huge shot from Bay. This guy's confidence is through the roof.
Antetokounmpo against Bay. Antetokounmpo inside. Porter, no luck. Washington with the ball, trailing by 5.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Giannis is double. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Drummond. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Saddiq Bey.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. No luck that time either.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
Here's Poole, rebounded by the Bucks. 17 points was their biggest margin, so they foul intentionally.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Shooting for the Kyle Kuzma. Line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Here's Bay. Buries it from outside.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, moving the ball. And this is what we do. This is what we do. We play together, and whatever we do, hopefully we can get a win at the end of the day.
Well, it certainly turned into a win tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.